your hands on my weed. And he's smoking a 3.5 backwood. Looking stupid.
At Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens.
Too goddamn
Just
much.
about a few minutes ago, stirred into action as the Sun
In a league?
Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium
Yes.
tunnels, and we are ready to go as the
You're a
Dolphins
fucking
get
rookie.
set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
You're a veterinarian.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL
That's what
season
you
is
is,
here,
motherfucker.
and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that B12 Charger. Oh, you can do that. What the fuck is that? What?
Carry for Raheem Mostert, and he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down. So this defense for the Ravens, they were very good.
Fresh out the dryer,
win
nigga.
over Minnesota.
It was a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance.
Roll around on the
last week
carpet with
because
it.
the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll swing this out to Mostert.
I'm sick of playing niggas that just throw the ball to their running back.
4 yards on the pickup. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step.
Here's a diving catch right side. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball,
I didn't really want on that.
really put it on those receivers.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Unable to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early.
I'll take a buck.
I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the
I'll
game
take some.
plan here as well.
What you just said? Oh.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
I might say, I got damn sausages anyway.
And when you see that
Like,
happen, that's when you're
grilling
seeing
sausages, they in the freezer.
and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen
I mean, they ain't doing it tonight.
But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening.
He's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Tua. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And it's
The
Bobby.
8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught.
No.
15. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all.
Are you kidding me?
A big play there for the
On third down, they let the tight end.
Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us in their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now Tua just going to back this forward on the end around. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Tua gonna throw. And that is caught. Touchdown Miami. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Jackson. Being chased out left. And he goes out right around the 39.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
These two teams all tied after 1. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Dolphins 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise. And
that's in for the Ravens touchdown. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Ravens 21, Dolphins 7. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. From the gun, Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play call.
They've got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there for the Dolphins. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a throw here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Brian Flores learned under the master. He's going to go on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Watch 36. 36 to my...
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or
he's got a man complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
8 yards to go on second down. Another run here with Dobbins. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit. And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the 41, Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Jackson. He wants it all for the end zone. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Dolphins 7. Justin Tucker to kick off the ball.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 3 yards to gain there. Second down. Here's Tua. Into the secondary, past the 40, and all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll run with Mostert. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Tua now, 3rd and goal. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins gain a bit of respectability. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Throwing is Jackson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 52, Dolphins 14. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Long here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Tua going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Sanders on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yeah.